It is Brazil won and Colombia won. Brazil actually didn't play well enough to beat Colombia and they had to beat Colombia to top this group. And now they finished second and they will be facing Uruguay in the quarterfinal in the round or knockout stage. And Uruguay is a team to beat in this tournament and this has been a very difficult campaign for Brazil. In this video, we'll discuss about the today's match and the problems that Brazil are facing, and also we will do the predictions on Copa America round of 16. So, Brazil beat. It was 1-1. Rafinha scored a wonderful free kick, and he actually scored a free kick quite. It was a wonderful free kick, and then Colombia made it 40. Mono scored the goal from Colombia and made it 1-1. It was at end of the first half, and Brazil were actually complacent. Prior to this, there had a one chance which Ellison gave away the ball, and Luis Diaz was one-on-one with Ellison, and he scored it. He didn't score it. He hit the Ellison. So they were complacent enough, and then they equalized it, and they were not able to score the goal. One problem I see in Brazil is that their selection is not good. So if we see these players, they are three are of the uh, same type players. They are wingers, and especially Rodrigo and Vinicius, they both excels when they play at the left hand side, and that's why this selection is not working. Rodrigo is not impacting the game, and yesterday Vinicius was also not impacting the game. This guy actually did a great job on Vinicius, and he also scored a goal. So they have to figure out this selection. I believe Richarlison should have been in this squad because at the moments when you need a striker, you want to deliver the crosses, you want aerial presence in the box, you want a striker who can commit these two center backs, and which actually didn't happen here, and that's why they are actually struggling. So what I think, and again, when he substituted Rodrigo, then he brought on Savinho, another winger. So that was not actually going to help, and Dorival Jr. has to figure out these things if he has to win. Another thing is Joe Gomez. So since we all know this is a transitional team, and they are moving away from their legends to the new blood, but Joe Gomez, Casemiro used to play for a long time in this role, and now Joe Gomez from, I think he is from Wolves FC, so he has a big shoes to fill, and he is not able to impact the games. In the first game against Costa Rica, he was poor. In this game, he was actually poor, and then he was substituted in the uh, first half. So this is not going to help. So this is one of the most important position in football. Number six, who can screen your defense. If you have an elite number six like Rodri, like Casemiro for United in the previous season, not this one, in the previous season, it was wonderful. So they intercept every danger, they control the games, and Joe Gomez, I think, can't do that. So I would suggest Andres Pereira to start Instead, Andres Pereira play Bruno Gomes as a number six, as he can control the tempo and select the 11 that is based on individual players who can excel at specific positions. So I'm not a big fan of playing Rodrigo as striker. I'm not a big fan of playing players out of position. So I think a natural player can give much more than the out of position players. So this is it. And if we see uh, the if we see this lineup, the Colombia James Rodriguez was fantastic. We see he was fantastic because he actually had a wonderful game. This guy was fantastic as well, and we will see. You see James Rodriguez. His hit map was well within a hair, and he made zero assists. So for a midfielder, uh, or a front three, they were actually playing in a 2-1 situation. He was a striker who was actually uh, in between these two, Militao and Marquinhos. So James Rodriguez was actually playing in the midfield at times. So he had 81% accurate passes. He has three key passes, nine long ball, 7 out of 10 ground duels, 1 out of 1 aerial duel, and 18 time possession loss. This is not a good thing. This stat is not good, and so he was fantastic. And if we see that his impact, he actually delivered crosses, pinpoint crosses. He was fantastic. A switch of play between James Rodriguez and Luis Diaz was fantastic. And if we see the statistics, I think Colombia should have won this game because they Brazil took 7 shots, and Brazil took 7 shots actually, and Colombia took 17. Two goalkeeper saves from Colombia, five uh, from Ellison, five corner kicks to Colombia, 19 fouls, 401 passes, 22 tackles, 27 free kicks, 13 90. So they were actually head to head with Brazil, and we see shots on target, 6 shot on target, 6 shots on target, and we see 6 shot on target and 3 shots on target from Brazil. They even hit the woodwork 1 time, shots of target 6 and 2. So this was actually not a good game. And if we see big chances scored one. They missed two big chances, and they could have won it actually 3-1, because they had some clear goal scoring opportunities, open net 2 times, but still their strikers were not able to score the goal. Brazil couldn't able to create something significantly, and this is it for the analysis. So Brazil can actually figure out Brazil can actually figure out their starting 11 if he plays players in possession. So if the players play in possession, so that would be good. And I think now we should move on to quarterfinals. And So now moving on to predictions, Argentina versus Ecuador. Ecuador is a good team, very defensive team. I think they will play a good game, but Argentina is too good for any South American team. Ecuador has Moises Caicedo as a number six, so he can do a good job in holding the attacks, screening the defense. But Argentina, I think, will win this. And Venezuela, Canada, this will be a good game. I can think Canada can beat Venezuela. And now Uruguay, Brazil. So I'm a Brazil fan. Uh, Still, I would say if Brazil can play at their A game without Vinicius, Vinicius is suspended for the next match. They can still beat Uruguay, but it will be a very tough game. I am going for 51% Brazil and 49% Uruguay. One thing is for sure, Dorival Jr. has to got his selections right, and uh, because and midfield it will be very key here because they know Fede Valverde of Real Madrid is their number six. He plays as a number six, and I think Manuel Ugarte plays as a number eight. Ugarte got an injury. I didn't follow up on that injury, so we'll see what happened, whether he will play or not. But this is a team to beat. So, being a Brazilian fan, I would say 51% for Brazil, 51% for Brazil, and now Colombia, Panama. I think Colombia is going. So this is it for predictions, and I think if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe it and have a wonderful day.